Hello guys, welcome once again on my YouTube channel where I am uploading the video of the mathematical concept. Today I brought to you a most important concept for class 12, that is matrix. Let's start talk about some important about matrix. What is a matrix? Firstly, matrix is an rectangular array in which you can represent your mn elements. What is the matrix? I write here in a rectangular array in which mn elements are represented inside of a big bracket like as a11 a12 a13 a1n, and second row is your a21 a22 a23 a2n, and similarly so on am1. If your last row is m or your last line is m, then you can write here am1 am2 am3 amn. This is your a rectangular array in which I represent mn element, and this if you name it as a capital letter A, always remember these things in your mind. Every matrix is represented by some capital letters of the alphabet. So I write here capital A. This is the your rectangular array in which R1 R2 Rm rows are represented, and C1 C2 C1 C2 C3 Cn columns are represented. Now I define what are the rows and column. The horizontal line in this rectangular array is known as a row, and vertical lines is known as column. So this is the representation of a matrix. And one more thing, all matrix have some order, because all the matrix have some rows and some columns, so it must define its order. This matrix has m rows and n columns, so its order of the matrix is m cross n. And how you define a order of a matrix? You can define a order of matrix by product of a number of row to the number of column. That is the order of a matrix. This is your full explanation of a matrix. Now I write a shorthand method of to represent a matrix, that is Aij. If your matrix is the order of m cross n, then you have to write here order of this matrix in shorthand method, and where and this I and j, which is written here in suffix, is run from 1 to m, and j is run from 1 to n. This is the your shorthand method. This is your shorthand method by which you can represent a matrix. If student, you can understand how to a matrix represent and how you can represent your data, you can also represent in this matrix or numeric data or any type of data. There does not meaning. Now student, I define as the order of a matrix is the number of row multiplied by the number of column is known as the order of matrix. Let's this is the basic information of matrix student. Remember these things. Now I go towards the uh, some algebra of the matrix. Algebra means to say that we define addition, subtraction and multiplication and division between two or more matrix. Let's start about addition and subtraction of two matrix. First all of I erase the text which is written in bold. Now guys, you can add two matrix or subtract two matrix if and only if uh, two matrix are conformable to each other. If two matrix are conformable, then you can add and subtract. Remember the point that you does not always add two matrix and subtract two matrix to each other. You can only on add or subtract the two matrix or two more than two matrix only on the case if both the matrix are conformable. Conformable means to say that both the matrix have the same order, then you can add or subtract to each other. I write here for your information. Rule is, if two matrices means the plural word of the matrix is known as the matrices. If two matrices are conformable, then they can be added or subtracted to each other. Let if A and B, if A and B are two matrices of same order m cross n, then they can be added or subtracted. Remember this thing, student. This is the note one for you. If A and B have same order, then they are conformable, as I say before. Let an example. If A is a matrix of order 2 cross 3, that is 1 minus 2 1 3 5 2, and B is a matrix which is also order of 2 cross 3, that is minus 1 3 4 1 7 2. So you can watch in both these matrix order is 2 cross 3. Order, how you can how you can find order of a matrix? You can count the row and column. Here 2 rows and 3 columns are represented in this rectangular array, then its order is 2 cross 3. Similarly, this matrix also have order 2 cross 3. Then you can say that these both these matrices are conformable to add or subtract to each other. Now we add both these matrices. 1 minus 2 1 3 5 2 plus minus 1 3 4 1 7 2. When you add both this matrix, then you can add these matrices by adding each corresponding element to the first matrix to the second matrix. Now 1 and this one minus 1 is added, and minus 2 and plus 3 is added, 1 and 4 is added, because this is the its corresponding element, student, in the matrix B is -1, and -2 is the corresponding element to the 3, and so on. 1 is corresponding to 4, and 3 is corresponding element to 1, 5 is corresponding element to 7, 2 is corresponding to 2. So that this 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 is the way you can add two matrices. My When you calculate these numbers, then you get 0 and plus 1 plus 5 plus 4 plus 12 and plus 4. This is your result of addition of two matrices. Now I subtract. Now I learn how to subtract two matrices. Uh, so we write here minus sign, and erase this line, because we have to write again this line. So I erase it to escape write again. Now student, I calculate a minus b. Remember one thing: whenever you have to find subtraction of two matrices, then you can add two matrices, add both matrices, or you can say add first matrices to the negative of second matrices. Means to say that you take this minus sign inside of the bracket terms to each terms, then each terms have opposite sign. This is the negative, then this become positive, this is become negative, this is become negative, and this also become negative, this is also negative, this is also negative. This is the process by which you can subtract a two matrix. When you add these numbers, then you get the subtraction of two matrix between them. This is the 1 and 1 become 2, and this become -5, and this become -3. This is 2, and this is -2, and this is 0. This is your result of a subtraction of two matrices. Now this is the time to go to define how you can multiply two matrices to each other. As a student, I say here, if two matrices are conformable, then they can be added or subtracted. Same to same way, you can say if two matrices are conformable, then they can be multiplied to each other. Two matrices, remember one thing: all matrices cannot be multiplied by to each other. A similar way, you can say all matrices can also not added to each other or subtracted to each other. If and two matrices are only and only subtracted, added, multiplied if they are conformable. This things is have to put in your mind, because this is the most important things in the matrices by which you can calculate your different problems on the basic of the matrices. Let's now I define here, uh, since language is the same, so I write don't write again, but change some words in this line. So I write it: if two matrices are conformable, they can be multiplied multiplied or divide to or divided to each other. If Now what is the node when two matrices are conformable to multiply to each other? Let's see. Two matrices can be multiplied to each other if and only if, this if is represented as if and only if number of column of first matrix is equal to the number of rows of second matrices, sorry, matrix.